See, I told you I'd seen it before.
That doesn't make finding a deformed rock in a charity shop any cooler, dipshit.
Well, I'm going to research it tonight and prove you wrong, because that is something cool.
As much as I love bugging you, your dad is like right there, so bye.
That was nice seeing you, Mad.
Bye.
Have a nice night. You seem a bit out of it, trying to go to bed and get some rest.
Yeah, okay. Action.
Hello? Turn on now. Alright. Time for bed. I did my research.
Oh, hurrah.
It actually wasn't bad. You are just too lazy for it.
Maybe you are just way too hyper-focused on it.
You're so boring. So, basically, in 1971, the Robson families were driven away from their home due to some strange occurrences. The occurrences were reported to have begun for them only after they discovered 2 stone heads in their garden. One of those heads was called the boy due to the masculine shape of the skull, whereas the other one was named the girl due to the presence of female features and long hair. Perhaps the most horrifying occurrence was witnessed by one of the family children. The front door to the home opened itself as they passed, and outside was a terrifying half-sheep, half-human creature. A neighbour also saw the creature, but by the time the child's family responded, the child screamed, it had disappeared. The Robson family started experiencing paranormal activities around the house. The heads were once seen moving by unseen hands, and bottles were thrown around the house. These activities were not limited to the Robson family, but also linked to the neighbour's house. After the discovery was made, the news reached the journalists, and newspapers specialists came to study Hexam heads. Even the experts were facing difficulties in dating these stone heads. They were examined thoroughly multiple times, but the results were always different from the last report. The heads were generally thought to be linked back to the Celtic tradition. Dr. Anne Ross, an expert in such art, took on the job on researching and analysing Hexam heads. But in taking on the heads, she also exposed herself to the curse. Later she would say that she saw a half-wolf, half-man figure walking round upstairs in her house. Soon it became clear to all that lived there that these Hexam stones had some supernatural influence on them. The stones were removed from the house and the hauntings stopped. However, nobody could have foreseen what happened next. A man called Desmond Craig came forward who had claimed he had made the stones. He said that in 1956 he was living in the Robsons' house. He had made these stones for his daughter to play with. Several researchers have spent their time with the Hexam heads over several years. Finally, the heads fell into the possession of Southampton University and were passed on to a psychic in 1978. After that, the stones and psychic were presumed lost.
Epic.
Yeah, really epic. We're doomed.
None of that's real, obviously.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, safe and sorry, right?
Yeah, because something's going to appear out of the woods and haunt us.